Yashala to Israel. Imagine, which means to stand. Wapanya Hakudam, which means to face the east. We are going to get into the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanav, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shabka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'ah, Rakazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arakazak, Kawak, Hayah, Bashamayim, Mathanganav, Lakum, Kol, Yawam, Wasalakanav, Kawawaknav, Kawawaknawa, Kasalaknawa, Kawawaknav, Wala'ah, Taba'ah, Wanasaya 1, Abal, Hawashinawa, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wataparak, La Awalami, Aman, in the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. So be it. Amen. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Alfahari, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'ain, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'arataza, Ayathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Ayanawam, Shemarka, Kana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ah, Yahweh, Shemarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Ayah, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashemash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wa'irah, Walayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makor Ra, Yashamar, Akapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, to the Akka, or with Akka, Mayatha, or I will learn. Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. The cock, the power in Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Babakashah, Nathanganaw, Hakak, Larpa'ah, Kal Makalah, Kal Madawa, Hakak, La Sahor, Hamathazari, Hakak, Lahaki, Hamaki, Hakak, Arakawa, Hazama'ala, the Garsh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the Walaman, the power in the angels, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness, and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out, in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. Bless Israel. In the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Barakanawa, Wayasha'Allah, Wahabayah, Sapari, Barak, Rapa'ah, Magun, Hagun. Say the name of loved ones once. Everyone repeats the name once. All right. For those on social media, if you have a loved one that you want to pray for, type their name into the chat and we will repeat. All right. Otherwise, in the room, you may begin. Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, the angels, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, the students, the sisters, the children, all of Israel, all those dead in Israel, may they rise again. Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, ISUPK, Minnesota. All right. By Shemi Awashad, the water our money. In the English, what we just said was, Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless us in Yasha Allah, in the school. Bless, heal, shield, and protect loved ones. In the name of Yahweh Shai, our King. Thank you, so be it. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Adam Yalakah, Ata Parash, or Ata Shakwat, or Kayahana, Awabiyaka, Yahama Yawan, Ra'ash, Al Imaka, Yarayamba, Sawadah, Yawadaya Tazawa, Altazapawanyaka, Amaro, Bakawa, Wanakakyadan, Magoya, Wala'ah, Yazakar, Shamya Sha'ala, Iwada, Kaya, Naiwa Tazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Awika, Variat, Yakarakwa, Ahoya, Adawam, Wayashma Aliyam, Mo'aba, Wagaria, Gabor, Wamawan, Wamalak, Halashat, Am Yashavia, Tazwo, Gum Ashawo, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aishalaham, Kamadian, Kasayasa Ra'am, Hayawa, Daman, La'adama, Sheathamba, Nara, Yamawa, Kaira, Wakatazo Mana, Karnasia Kamba, Ashar, Amar, Narishah, Lanawa, Naawa, Alahain, Alahaya, Sheathamba, Kagola, Kakwash, the Panya Rawaka, Kaash, the Baria Ira, Wakalaba, the Lahat Hori, Kantar Gatma, Basarika, Wabasa, Wapaka, Alaham, Mala'ah, Panyaham, Walawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shankat, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Waya, Waya, Behold, Ayah, Waya, Kaparu, Waya, Abakwa, Waya, Daira, Kaya, Atha, Shankat, Yahweh, Labaka, Al Yawan, Al Kahar Rakaza. Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasha Allah may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the Tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, the inhabitants of Tyre, Ashur also joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah, doing to them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth, made the nobles like a rib, and like Zeb, yea, all the princes as Zabah and as Zamuna, who said, Let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh and possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flames set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord. Let them be confounded in trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. All right. ISUPK power structures. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. Force the riches to enter thy sanctuaries, and evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nations and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governors of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies of Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Posse Comitazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space programs, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airways, the cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way, and try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the place shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael, and Gabriel come down with flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it's the angels who have done it. So that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media, throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai, our King, thank you always. So be it. All right, Sar, which means to turn. All right, Yeshabim, which means to be seated, all right, in Hebrew. So Yeshab means to sit. Yeshabim is plural, means everybody sits, all right? Okay. All right, I think we too wide. All right, Most High in Christ. All right, let's get it. First things first, Shalom, Yahweh Shemar Shah Barakathon to the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shemar Alataba Shemar Shah to the sisters. All right, this is priest and officer 5000 Maccabia out of ISBK, Minnesota, of course. We just did the prayers. We are going to jump into the Hebrew. We have 7 verses, just like any other Sabbath service. And welcome to anybody that's new. All right. So we are still in the book of Ezekiel. We still have some chapters to go over, but we are definitely on the topic of Ezekiel being a watchman for Israel. It's really in the title of the class. All right. Hey, Shalom, Lord Christ says, how you doing? So we are going to get into that in a second. Let me see something. Yeah, so we are going to jump into that real fast. Let's not waste no time. Let's get to it, all right? If anybody got any questions that's unrelated, you can go ahead and type it into the chat, all right? I'll answer it. Okay? Let me see here. All right, Most High in Christ. All right. All right, let's get it, all right? All right, let's see. Let me see, Most High in Christ. So we are in Ezekiel chapter 33. I gotta check myself. Oh, no sweat, sis. No sweat. Yeah, and the younger bar, no sweat, sis. Let me see. Look, I gotta check the screen for myself because I just had amnesia about where we at. Good night. It's been a fast day, man. It's been a fast day already. Let me see. Oh, okay, all right, here we go. All right, that's what I thought. All right. All right, this is Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 11. Amar. Elohim. That's like Elohim. Kaya. Anya. Naam. Adanya. Yahweh. Is that a lot? Yeah. Kapatazar. It's like Akapatazar. Bawath. Arashai. Kaya. Kashawab. Rashai. Madarakwa. Wakaya. Shawabwa. Okay. Shawabwa again. Manarak Yakum. Harayim. Walama. Tamawakwa. Bayat. Okay. Yasha'ala. Verse 12. Watha. Bun. Adam. Amar. Al. Banya. Imak. Tada the Kwa. There we go. Tada the Kwa, which means righteous or righteousness. How does it? Hold on. How does? Yeah. How does it? Dakia. La'a. So like this one, a tongue twister. Hold on, so like y'all bear with me with this one. This is a different word. Oh, they're trying to trip me up this time. Good night. That's your law one. So like that's your that's your so like that. That's your law one. There we go. That's a tongue twister. That sounds crazy. Good night. That's a crazy ass word. Anyway. By your woman. Pashaiwa. Warashak. Harashai. Harashai. It's like Harashai. La'a. Yasha'ala. Ba. Bayawam. Shawabwa. Masharaiwa. Masharaiwa. Watazadiwa. It's like Wataziyadiwa. La'a. Yawakal. La Kayawa. Ba. Bayawam. Hatakwa. Verse 13. Ba'marwa. Ba'maria. It's like yeah, Ba'marwa. It's like Ba'maria. Good night. Latazayat. Kaya. Ya kaya. Wa. Batak. Ow. To the ya kwatwa. Aisha. I wall. Ka'al. Tazakwat yawa. La'a. A lot of these words are pretty much saying the same thing, just differently. Oh yeah. Thus the Karna. Oh, yeah. Thus the Karna. Wabalawa. Ashar. Aishah. Baya. Yamawa. Verse 14. Waba Amarla. Amaria. Lavrashai. Mawa. Thamawa. Yashab. Washab. Makatakwa. Wa Aisha. Mashapat. What is the Aqua? Verse 15. Kabal. Yeshua. Yeshaya. Rashai. Gazalah. There we go. Gazalah. Shalom. Bakakwa. Hakayam. Halak. Labalatia. Ashawa. Iwal. Kaya. Yakaya. La'a. Yamawa. Verse 16. Call. Katakiwa. Amar. Kata. La'a. That's a Karna. Lawa. Mashapat. What says a qua? What says a qua? There we go. Aisha. Kaya. Yakaya. Verse 17, last verse. Wa Marwa. Banyan. That's like it. Banya. Amak. Imak. There we go. La'a. Yatakan. Darak. Adanya. Wama. Darakam. Oh, it's like Darakium. There we go. La'a. Yatakan. And that's it. Yeah, Yatakan. All right, that was 7 verses. Clap it up. It seems like every week, man, it gets more challenging, which is good, though. You know what I mean? I can still understand it and read it, but it's definitely a lot of new words. You know what I mean? But once again, man, that is something that you have to practice. I'm gonna tell you a story real quick. When I first learned Hebrew coming in, I was absolutely confused. I had no idea what the hell I was saying, what I was doing as far as studying. But thank the brothers in the ISUBK who actually were very skilled and studied very, night and day to teach other brothers and sisters and also children how to, do the Hebrew. Now, I'm still learning the Hebrew. I teach a language class every Friday, but I definitely got the basics down for sure. Now, when it comes to languages, there's levels to it. Just like when you're in, kindergarten, elementary, middle school, high school, all the way to college. There are levels to language, no matter what it is. All right, and Hebrew is actually a lot easier to understand if you really put your mind to it. They say that about any other language, which can be true for others, but I have to say, I've learned Hebrew faster than any other language that I know. So now I know a little bit of Spanish, but I don't speak it. I can understand it a little bit, but I don't speak it. All the Spanish that I learned in high school, I took like 2 levels of it. I cannot remember damn near any of it. But however, Hebrew sticks to me like glue. Okay, I do want to get back into Spanish because just to reach our Hispanic Latinos brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? So with that being said, that's 7 verses. Ezekiel chapter 33, verses 11 through 17. All right, let's get into it, man. Like we always do, right? We always recap. All right. Just like you watch a TV show, previously on this show and that show. So previously on Sabbath service, right? So last week we went over how Ezekiel was a watchman. So we are still going to talk about that as well again, but just more in depth into the chapter. Okay, and we are going to read previous precepts just to get the point, to drive the point home, so that way no one is missing out of the information from last week. Okay, if you wasn't here last week, you can go back and watch that. Otherwise, you can also follow along. All right. So let me see. Let's get to it. And also too, when you hit Ezekiel, certain parts of the chapters that we are in can become prophecies or not prophecies at all. But what we are reading right now in the early 30s is actually prophecies. And actually, this is probably, let me see here. Let me see. I think this is actually my favorite chapter, by the way. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Yeah. Oh, no, what's that, 33? Yeah, 33. Let me see. Hold on. I wonder if this is the one that we read. Let me see. Yeah, this one people say. Okay, yeah, okay, yep, this is it. So yeah, so I want to just recap just a little bit, just to go over some things that we spoke about last week, all right, and just match it up to what's going on right now. So this is a very, very valuable lesson that you must understand and know and learn, all right. This chapter is talking about different examples of when blood may be on your hands or may not be on your hands. It's talking about accountability, okay? And to be a watchman over something or someone, you have to be accountable for people. But also, too, you have to be accountable for yourself as well. That's very highly important, okay? If there's somebody that you love and that you care for, you, in a sense, are accountable for them, all right? Like, for example, imagine you just being a parent and you have children, okay? You can't be a parent without having children, right? So you are watching over your children and you are accountable for them, So you have to pay attention at all times of what they are doing when they're inside the home and outside of the home, whether at school, whether they're out and about hanging out, or just, going to the store, just whatever the case may be. You have to, we all have to teach each other and show each other how important accountability is. Because if we don't take accountability, then there's an error in within our relationship as brothers and sisters. Okay, because some people don't like to be blamed, but somebody has to take the fall for something. All right, somebody is responsible. Okay, and you have to be a mature person to learn how to take accountability. Okay, you can't just be like a child that is afraid of being corrected, a child, being punished. All right, or chastised. I'll tell you this, man. If you don't answer to the men of the Lord, you will answer to somebody. It's going to be that oppressor. Okay, because as soon as our oppressor tells you to sit your ass down, you are under arrest. What are you going to do? Just that. There's nothing that you can do. They tell you when you can come out your cell and go back in. They tell you when to eat. They tell you when to shower. They tell you when to sleep. So I mean, no matter however you perceive it, you're always going to have to answer to somebody, whether it be the Most High. You're going to have to answer to some type of man, somebody. Okay, but that's very important. Though. Accountability is everything. Okay, that's something that you must have in your character. If you don't, you are just someone who is silly, who is just just ignorant. All right. So let's see. Enough with the chit chat. Let's get to it. Let's see. Where do I want to go? Speaking to the house of Israel. You know what? I'm going to start at verse 10. All right. Actually, verse 9. Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 9. Nevertheless, if thou warn the wicked of his way to turn from it, if he do not turn from his way, he shall die in his iniquity. But thou hast delivered thy soul. So I'll read it one more time, just slower. Nevertheless, if thou warn the wicked of his way to turn from it. Now, let's start off with the word wicked, right? Wicked is a key word. Let's start with that. What does wicked mean? Some people may say that it's bad. It's a little bit more than that, right? Let's see what wicked is. What is something that is deemed wicked that you may see right now, in the world? So wicked is morally very bad or evil. Disposed to or marked by mischief, disgustingly unpleasant, vile, causing or likely to cause harm, distress, or trouble. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like our oppressor. Because to be wicked means that you do something that is unhumane, something that's not human-like. Human-like is something that you would do that's civil. But when you're uncivilized, you're unhumane. You're also, too, like the Bible says, you are like a profane people. You know what I mean? And that's our oppressor. He is a profane type of person. He's vile. He stoops very, very low. You know what I mean? Our oppressor wants blood. And then after he wants blood, he wants your soul. Like he doesn't stop. Like he wants to consume your entire being. He doesn't want you to have any sense of life at all. You know what I mean? That's why they throw you under the jail. Literally throw you under the jail. Okay? And they give you 200 some years. I seen an article some years ago about, well, not even a year ago, I'm sorry, or years ago. A couple of months ago, I saw an article where they gave this brother like 100 or some years. And I forget what the crime was, but I think it was like one of those crimes where you might be in jail for like maybe 20, 25 years, right? But I'm like, damn, 100 years. I'm like, good night. And I'm reading the article, but I can't recall. But I recall reading the article, and I'm just like, 100 years is crazy. And so I looked up the name of the person, and it was a brother. I said, of course, because they would never give 100 years to one of their own, unless they did something that was just something completely outrageous, which our oppressors, they commit crimes too. All right? And all races of people commit crimes, but when it comes to the nation of Israel, they give us the worst punishment. Have you ever noticed that? They give us the worst punishment. Meanwhile, you got people who are sex trafficking and who are doing all types of disgusting things in public's eye and behind the scenes. And when they do get caught, when they are brought on charges, they get 5 years of probation.
Like Donald Trump should have been in prison for a very long time by now, and he has been dodging prison. If y'all have not noticed, like this is probably the first president that has been openly a criminal and still trying to become president. Like good, like America is not a real place. Like sometimes I feel like this is a made up place because it's like this cannot be real. A president who's a criminal and still a criminal as he's trying to run and be president again. When he showed to be himself a criminal when he was already in office. It doesn't make sense. Like America's not a real place. It's very much a joke. It's very much a game. It's a nightmare that a lot of us have not waken up from yet. Okay, but anyway, so nevertheless, if thou warn the wicked of his way to turn from it, if he do not turn from his way, he shall die in his iniquity. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. You are going to die in your sin. There's nothing that you can do to escape sin except you are obedient to what God said in the beginning. When he said it in Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, all the way down to Revelations. Because every single book in the Bible says the same thing, but it's reiterated in different ways. Okay? Like the Most High has to reiterate so many times of what we need to do as a people and how to do it. And if we don't do it, this is what's going to happen. Because what you're seeing throughout the Bible is our history of our trials and tribulations, our captivities, our blessings, our curses, our ups, our downs. That's what you're seeing. But you're also, but more importantly, you're seeing how you can use the Bible to govern and fix your life. That's how you, that's what the Bible is for. The Bible is there to help you. It's not there just to read. Like, you got to apply that Bible to you. But you got to be very careful too, because you don't want to go into the Bible studying and reading it like a Christian, like the Jewish man, because they look at the Bible as a physical book. That's why in their culture, they do everything. We really don't have a culture, but in their pretend culture of them trying to be like the Jews, right? They do everything physical. They don't understand the spirituality of it. And that's the problem, because it's not for them. So they can keep doing whatever they want to do because the Most High is not looking at them. But however, he's looking at you. He's looking at what you're doing every single day behind closed doors. You gotta ask yourself, who are you when no one is around? When that door shuts and you are in here by yourself and everyone is outside of that door, who are you behind that door? When you're by yourself, who are you? Are you just a prophet and priest? You know what I mean? On class days, and then you just go, do whatever else when there's no class days or feasts? Who are you, sister? Who really are you? I see you, but I really don't see you. I can't really tell if you are, legit or not, if you're serious about this. You know what I mean? Like, this is not a game. And the moment that you think that this is like a phase, I'm an Israelite, we are original people, blah, blah, blah. That's cool. It's very cool to know that you are an Israelite. No sweat, but that is not enough. That is not enough. That's not enough. And you know what? You know how that's not enough? Because you saying that you are an Israelite, you're saying that you are God's chosen people, which is absolutely correct, right? And you have that mentality like, I'm the shit, you know what I mean? God's chosen people. I'm Black, I'm Hispanic, I'm Native Indian, right? But even Black, Hispanic, Native Indians who do not know that they are Israelites, they feel the same way. They have a pride about themselves, which is absolutely perfect. Hey, you should have that pride of knowing who you are, right? Of being proud of who you are, because you should be, because you have hated yourself for too long, and you have been influenced to hate yourself and hate each other. So absolutely have pride in who you are. Yes, you Black. Yes, you are Hispanic. Yes, you are Native Indian. Absolutely. Take pride in that. Although we've been through hell Still take pride in who you are. Don't regret it, because the Most High didn't make no mistake when He created you. The Most High, what does Jeremiah 1:5 say? The Most High known you before you was even formed in the belly. He knew who you were before you was even here. Have pride in that. Have pride in the fact that the Most High, the fact that you know who you are. But once again, that's not enough, because Black people and Hispanic Native Indians always talk about their history, as far as according to white man's text, right, into their notebooks, right, textbooks. They always say, oh man, we came from Africa, we the original people, man. Have we done this? Have we done that? But you're still on drugs. You're still robbing. You're still doing things that you're not supposed to do. That's not enough. Knowing that you are Black and Hispanic Indian is not enough. Knowing that you are an Israelite is not enough. What is enough and what's better is if you decide to take it up a notch, take it up a high ladder, and do a 360 of your whole life and change. And then that means something. So it does mean something. So if you are, who you say you are, right? You God's chosen people. What does it mean if you don't live up to that standard? It means nothing. And you are going to be the wicked. And when someone tells you about yourself, when someone tells you about yourself and tries to correct you, you have a problem. And you say, I'm grown, I can do whatever I want to do. No sweat. Well, hey, I warned you, I love you, you're my brother, you're my sister, I want better for you. Oh man, just worry about yourself, don't worry about me. I got me. And then next thing you hear, so-and-so is on the news. They in jail or they in the grave. And then you just sitting there like, damn, I just saw this brother. I literally just talked to the sister. And damn, I didn't think that was going to be our last conversation, but it happens. It happens like that. But the blood won't be on your hands if you warn that person, because you are being a watchman for them. You are watching over their souls. Okay? And I'm going to get that precept too in the book of Hebrews. All right? Let me see here. All right, let me see. What verse was that? 9? Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. All right. If he do not turn from his way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. When it says that thou hast delivered thy soul, meaning that you simply gave him a way out. You gave her a way out. Okay? Like you gave them a path that they can walk on that was not going to close, like how they say the straight gate is narrow. Like you showed them a way that they can go. You showed them a way that they can go, right? A way that was not going to be, a bad path, a great path that was going to make them successful. But however, they went the opposite way, and because they went the opposite way, everything was against them, and because of that, it landed them in prison or in the grave. And that's really how life is. Life is really not that complicated. You just have to have some type of sense of understanding. You have to have the attention span. You have to really focus in on what's really happening around you. You can't be distracted. Okay? Like it's so crazy how we draw so much attention to all the things that are just distractions. That's garbage. Absolutely garbage. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, when someone tries to tell you how to live your life, and they are living that same life, not being a hypocrite whatsoever, you have a problem. You know what I mean? Your attention span is short on that. Man, I don't want to hear about the Bible, man. I know the Bible, God knows my heart. No sweat. You're right. He knows that you are doing a lot of wickedness. You're absolutely right. He does know your heart. He knows what you're doing every day. He knows what you're about to do. Okay? If you do not listen, he knows what's about to come next. And the Most High, what he does is, the Most High is such a wonderful and grateful Father to his children, right? His chosen people, right? Because he lays things out so where the outcomes can become different. All right? Okay? Now the Most High, he doesn't give you room to err, but the Most High tells you what it is. Now, if you decide to go out of that, that's on you. Okay? Because the outcomes of situations can be completely different if only you do the right thing and you listen and you really are obedient. Once again, you are going to have to answer to somebody. All right? Dead or alive, you are going to have to answer to somebody. If it's not man, it will be the Most High. Okay? No sweat. You don't want to listen to a prophet or priest? No sweat. I won't cast my pearls amongst you, because you are the swine. You are the pig. All right? I won't do it. No sweat. I told you twice, and I wipe my hands. No sweat. Well, however, I'm going to go to somebody that wants to hear. Somebody that really want to change their life for the better. Not for the worse, but for the better. I will speak with them. When you're ready, you just come over here, and we'll chop it up. And that's it. Okay? Otherwise, Lord be with you if he is with you in your wickedness. Not in your wickedness, but as you are living your life, living your best life, Lord be with you, because mercy does run out. All right? That patience and that mercy and that long suffering, it runs out. And we know the Most High is, okay, if you don't know nothing about the Most High, he is famous and known for his mercy. Always remember that. He's known for his mercy, always. Okay? Verse 10. Therefore, O thou son of man, speak unto the house of Israel, thus ye speak. So now, also too, people think that the Bible is for everybody. It's not. It said the house of Israel. Like, every book has an audience, and the Israelites is the audience. That's who it's speaking to directly. It's not speaking to, your white girlfriend, your African friends, your East Indian people at the gas station, the Arabs. It's not talking to them. It's talking to the Israelites. Figure out who Israel is. It's not hard. We got history books that we can actually trace who we are, who the Israelites are. Okay. Let's keep it going. Therefore, O thou son of man, speak unto the house of Israel, thus ye speak, saying, if our transgressions and our sins be upon us, and we pine away in them, how should we then live? So it's like a sarcastic question being asked. If we live, what is that? Let me see. Yeah, if our transgressions and our sins be upon us, and we pine away in them, pine away meaning that we are given into them, we die from them, right? How should we then live? It's like a trick question. It's like sarcasm. Like, how can we live if we are transgression? And we are in transgression, or we are sinning. You can't live. Because what is sin? Sin is death. That's what it is. Okay? And what is keeping the laws? Life. All right? That's what it is. It's so simple, man. But, you grown, do what you want to do. No sweat. Anybody want to pressure you? And we don't force no crowns on anybody's heads in the UPK. No sweat. We are only going to talk to you once or maybe twice and leave it at that and keep it moving. That's it. There's somebody that's going to want to hear what we have to say. Okay? And really, honestly, I ain't shit. You know what I mean? Other brothers will tell you the same thing about themselves. But yes, I'm a man just like you're a man. This is a woman just like this is a woman. We are human beings, absolutely. I get that, right? But what's important is what's coming out of my mouth. What's coming out of these prophets and priests' mouth. It's the words of the Most High. Not my words, not his words, not her words, but of the Most High's words. That's what's important at the end of the day. Because I can just be like you. I could be in your situation, in your predicament, easily. If I wasn't in UPK, I could just be like anybody else in the world. Why not? You fit right in. if you ain't keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, you fit right in. You fit right into being in the world. Whatever your desires and pleasures are or were, you fit perfectly into the world. And that could be easily me if I didn't have this truth. All right? But I fight for my life, and I pray that you fight for your life as well. Because we have a reward coming. And that reward is going to be far more greater than your cocaine, your cigarettes, your weed. That vile emotion that you have for the same sex. That lust that you may have for wanting to sleep with somebody else's woman. The reward that the Most High is going to give you, it outshines that. That's far more better. What I lust for as a prophet and priest is the kingdom of heaven. That's what I lust for. What do you lust for? Yeah, I lust for the kingdom of heaven. And that's a righteous type of lust. I yearn for it. I desire it, because a lust is a strong desire. And that's what I want. I desire to get our people out of the condition that we are in, so that way we can live the life that was meant for us from the start, from the beginning. That's something that you should yearn for, that you should really strongly desire for, instead of, drugs. You just want to bust a nut. Like, damn, nigga, for real? You sisters, you just want to sleep around with multiple men. Like, I don't get it. You want to do some strange things for a little bit of change. Like, is that really who you are as a people? Like, god damn, we need help. I said this last week. You need Jesus. And I ain't saying that in a Christian way. I mean that. Like, you need these laws, statutes, and commandments. And Christ is the one who laid it down flat for us. You need what he gave everybody else. Those laws, statutes, and commandments. All right? But anyway, let's keep it going. Where we at? Verse 11. Say unto them, as I live, saith the Lord God, I have no pleasure in the death of the wicked. This is what I was looking for last week, and I cannot remember it for the life of me. Let's read it again. Verse 11. Say unto them, as I live, saith the Lord God, I have no pleasure in the death of the wicked. This is one of my favorite precepts. Because, once again, the Most High is known for what? His mercy. His mercy of not taking you out of here, man. When you should have been gone a long time ago. But you're still here. You're still living. Yes, you are in prison. Yes, you are homeless. Yes, you're going through, child support and baby mama drama. But you are still here. You know what is worse than all of those? Death. It could be a lot worse. And also, too, the Most High does say he does not give you too much that you cannot handle, right? Now, the Most High doesn't apply the pressure to the point where it breaks you. You know what I mean? To the point where, he's trying to unalive you. That's not what he's doing. He's applying enough pressure to where you can get that shit off of you. Okay? You can get that off of you. Just like how you benching. You got to get that damn weight off of you. If it's too heavy and them legs get to shaking, you better use all the rest of the strength, every molecule, atom in your damn body, and push that shit off of you. And that's the same thing when it comes to all your temptations and your demons and your situations. You have to fight. The Most High does not have no pleasure in the death of Israel, man. But sometimes you force his hand. We force his hand. But I ain't gonna lie to you. Like once again, confession is good for the soul. I look at situations in my life, and like just simple mistakes that I've made. And I'm like, damn, like I could have easily been out of here if I would not have known the mistake that I made, and it wasn't brought to my attention. Like, bro, like I could have been out of here. You know what I mean? And like understand like mistakes, like understand, like take every mistake seriously. Some mistakes that you make may be small or big, but any mistake that you make, take it very serious, because something that small can become a bigger issue. I always understand that. And it takes a person with seasoning to see that this can become a huge issue down the line, or it's a big issue right now. You know what I mean? So just be careful with yourself. Don't be loose, okay? Don't be loose with yourself all over the place. You want to be disciplined, okay? Be disciplined. Because if you're not, you are going to make mistakes that will harm you or others, okay? Like, you want to be very careful. All the things that you do in life, all the decisions that you make in life, there's a cause and effect, and it can bring forth life or death. So just before you even decide to move that right leg and that left leg forward, you better make sure that you watch where you're stepping. Because if you don't, you might step or misstep, and you might make a mistake down the line. So anyway, let's keep it going. All right. Let me already finish this up. I've been talking for years and days. Okay. All right. Let's get to it. Say unto them, as I live, saith the Lord God, I have no pleasure in the death of the wicked, but that the wicked turn from his way and live. Look, the Most High is not trying to unalive you, man, but you're making it hard. Okay? Like you're making, like you're really testing the patience. You know what I mean? You know how they say, don't tempt God? You're doing it. You're tempting the Most High because of all your wickedness. But the Most High wants you to, get away from the wickedness and change. And if you change, you have a higher chance of living. And now you can fight and help other people fight what you were fighting. Okay? And now you could become a mentor, and you can raise up brothers and sisters. And you could be a sister to a sister, a brother to a brother, or a sister to a brother, vice versa. But that's up to you. All right. I have no pleasure in the death of the wicked, but that the wicked turn from his way and live. Turn ye from your evil ways. For why will ye die, O house of Israel? It's a question. Like why will you die? Like, why do you want to die? Okay, you can simply just turn from your wicked ways. Now, it is not impossible to change. Okay, if a person wants to change, they will change. If a person doesn't want to change, they won't change. They will have excuses. You got people all the time. You tell them, hey, bro, I think you should probably go to another state and start over and do things differently. Now that's the thing, right? You can move anywhere to have a fresh start, but do not continue the life that you had in this previous spot into the next place. Because what's going to happen is you are going to bring and carry the demons that you were dealing with here to the next place. So you moving is not going to make any goddamn sense. But if it's too hot right here, you're trying to move somewhere else, man, just go over here and completely start over. Change your life. Change your ways. Change your thinking and your behavior and all of your decisions. And then you should be better. And then help the next person. And let that person help the next and the next, and boom, now we have a nation again. No more selling drugs. No more prostitution. No more, drugs and alcoholism and, sexually assaulting each other. No more putting hands on each other, hands and feet and weapons against each other. Now we are a nation. Now we are getting closer to the kingdom because one by one, we are being obedient and we are applying this book, these records, to our lives. And now the Most High is going to pretty soon let Yahushua and the angels know, hey, you know what time it is. Let's go. And then boom, we have the kingdom. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. It could be so simple if only we didn't make it so difficult. Verse 12. Therefore, thou son of man, say unto the children of thy people, the righteousness of the righteous shall not deliver him in the day of his transgressions. Now, it says the righteousness of the righteous shall not deliver him in the day of his transgressions. Meaning this, right? There's only so much that you can do as a man of the Lord. No one can force you to serve the Lord. No one can force you to do something good, right? They have to be willing to do it. They will have to deliver themselves out of that situation, out of them being wicked. Now it's on them, right? It falls on them. As for the wickedness of the wicked, he shall not fall thereby in the day that he turneth from his wickedness. Neither shall the righteous be able to live for his righteousness in the day that he sinneth. So I'm going to break that down. Hold on. I remember this one. As for the wickedness of the wicked, he shall not fall thereby in the day that he turneth from his wickedness. Neither shall the righteous be able to live for his righteousness in the day that he sinneth. Now what's happening is it's flipping the script, right? It's saying that in the times that we are living in, for those that are wicked and those that are righteous, it's almost like the roles are going to be switched in the sense that we are not going to be able to live how we want to live in this world because of everything that's going on. So once again, last week I mentioned this, right? How it says our righteousness is as a filthy rag, meaning this: you can be righteous today and then go back into the world tomorrow. You could be wicked today and then change your whole life and be righteous, tomorrow. So in a nutshell, it's saying like it can go both ways in this lifetime that you are living. But however, the main point is you have to endure. Okay, you have to endure everything that's going on. All right, because there will be times where you are righteous and you will be tempted to be wicked. All right, and you may not live in that righteousness anymore. And you may be wicked, but you turn to be righteous. But there are things that are going to hold you back. All right, verse 13. When I shall say to the righteous that he shall surely live, if he trusts to his own righteousness and commit iniquity, all his righteousness shall not be remembered. So I just said that, right? So you may be able to live, but if you commit, iniquity, you know what I mean? It's as if damn, you threw all this away for what? This? For drugs? For women? You was doing just fine. You was living a righteous life, and you threw it all away for what? This. And now it's not going to be what? Remembered. Okay? You made one mistake and it took you out. And now it's going to be like you did something so horrible in this inequity that all the righteousness that you've done, it's not even remembered at all. That's what it's talking about. It's giving you like a example. All his righteousness shall not be remembered, but for his iniquity that he have committed, he shall die for it. Right. However, when you like for example, when people die in the streets right now, Black and Hispanic die all the time, right? And they say, oh, so and so passed away. Oh, damn, what happened? It was a gang related, blah blah blah. And then they go to the funeral and they say, oh, my son and my daughter was such an amazing person. They done this and they done that. Yeah, you may mention all the good times, but no one's mentioning exactly how he really died. That's really what's important right now. He sinned, and that sin caught up with him. That's what took him out. Yes, he did all these good things. Not saying that, of course, acknowledge what someone has done great. Absolutely. Acknowledge the greatness of what people have done, right? But it's just the fact that because of that sin, it messed up everything for them. Now they're in the grave. That's the point. All right? And it can happen just like that. Verse 14. Again, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, if he turn from his sin and do that which is lawful and right. Verse 15. If the wicked restore the pledge, give again that he had robbed, walk in the statutes of life without committing iniquity, he shall surely live, and he shall not die. Now the Most High said, look, if you are wicked, and you give up that wicked ways, and you walk in the path of the law, statutes, and commandments, you shall surely live and not die. And that's guaranteed, right? What's guaranteed? Well, okay, I mean, life is not necessarily guaranteed because you can keep the law, statutes, and commandments and still lose your life. But, however, because everybody is going to die, that's very very logical to know that people die all the time. But now, you may not die a horrible death. You may not die in a jail cell. You may not die in a car accident, a plane crash, being shot, stabbed, robbed. You may die of old age. Maybe you was born with, with a sickness. You know what I mean? A illness that you can't control. And, when you get to a certain age, you may pass away. There are so many other things that you can pretty much have like a peaceful death versus a horrible death. There's a way to die there's a death that is peaceful. When you close your eyes and you never wake up again. Did you suffer? No, you just never woke up again. It wasn't a heart attack. It wasn't a stroke. You just never woke up again. You know what I mean? You died peacefully. Okay? Like, there's so many examples to go into as far as that. Let me see. Verse 16. None of his sins that he hath committed shall be mentioned unto him. He hath done that which is lawful and right, he shall surely live. Now, if you change your life and you are living for the Most High, all the things that you did in the past, don't even mention it. And also, too, this is a very big thing. When you come into the ISUPK and you change your life, your family will bring up who you used to be. And they will think that you are still that same person, that you are putting on a disguise, a mask to, say that I'm not that person anymore. When really it's not a disguise. You shed that person. You shed that old man, that old woman. They are now in the grave. But however, you are born again. You are very much alive and living. Okay? Always chastise people who try to make you, how can I say it? I'll say this. Don't let nobody try to put you in a box as if you are still that old person. Don't let nobody ever say, oh, hey man, you still smoke weed, you still no, I don't do none of that. I don't mess with other people's women. I don't smoke. I'm not an alcoholic. I ain't out here terrorizing the streets. I don't shoot up the block no more. I don't sell drugs, none of that. You know what I mean? Like don't let nobody try to conjure up that old person. That's really what I want to say. Don't let nobody try to bring that old man or that old woman back from the dead. Like, make sure that you lay that shit to rest. Let them know, like, hey, I'm not that person anymore. That person's dead. My name is so-and-so. I'm not who used to know me as. Well, you always want to be, Pookie to me. No, I ain't Pookie. I ain't Pookie no more. Pookie's dead. You know what I mean? I'm a new man. Well, you always gonna be Keisha to me, my sis Keisha. No, I ain't Keisha. No, I'm not Keisha. I'm not Jamal. I'm not Shaquita. You know what I mean? All the stereotypical black names. Salakia. I just have to throw it in there. But you get the point. I'm not Jerome. I'm not Shaquita. I'm not Keisha. And I'm not Jamal. All right? I'm not him. I'm not them. They are gone. They are in the grave. Okay? If you truly change your life and it's obedient to the Most High, then hey, I'm not that person anymore. I'm a new person. Okay? And that's that. So let's keep it going. Last verse, 17. Yet the children of thy people say, the way of the Lord is not equal. But as for them, their way is not equal. Now that's a cut. That's a huge cut, because the Most High is saying, like, hold on, let me see. Yet the children of thy people say, the way of the Lord is not equal. Yeah, so we may say, like, the Most High's way of life may not make sense. It's not equal. It's not fair. Well, the way that you live in your life is not the same either. It's what the Most High is saying. But really, in a nutshell, being in the world, being wicked, it doesn't profit anything good at all. You're only going to get bad profit, bad fruit. Okay? Like, you are going to just be in the grave. You are going to be in jail. You are going to be in hell. If you don't know what hell is, walk outside your door and look at what's going on with your people. Go to the bus stop. Look on social media. Look at TV and just see the condition of your people. That's not equal. But however, the Most High ways are very much straight on. They're on point. But your ways are not. Okay? They're very unstable. How King Solomon said in the book of Proverbs. All right? So with that being said, that's it on that. Let me see here. All right, with that being said, I imagine which means to stand. All right, no sign of Christ. All right. Imagine which means to stand. Find the upper down. Face the east. This is the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawi, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shukah, Yahweh, Malachwaka, Laba'ah, Rakazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arakazak, Kawa, Hayah, Hashemayim, Nathalanawi, Nakam, Call, Yawam, Wasalakanawa, Kamawaknawa, Kasalaknawa, Kamawakinawa, Wala'ah, Taba'anawa, Manasaya 1, Abo, Hawashanawa, Mayan, Rad, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Watapara, La Awalamni, Aman. In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Amen. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahahariya, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Warakazah, Ayathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Ayanawam, Shamarka, Panah, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shavamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Makorai, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazarka, Al-Yad, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ayakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makorai, Yashamar, Afnapaska, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tagaaka, Wawawaka, Mayaka, Wa'ai, Awalam,
In the English, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help comes from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. The Lord shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. The cow, the power in Hebrew, Yahweh, by Shemal Shah, Bab Shah, Nathan Hakak, La Pa'ah, Call Makala, Call Manawa, Hakak, La Tahor, Hamatazari, Hakak, La Haki, Hamaki, Hakak, Arakawak, Hatama'ala, the Garshin, by Shemal Shah, the Wadaman, power in English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. All right. Bless Israel in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, Barak Anawa, Bayasha Allah, Habayah, Sapari, Barak, Raka'ah, Magun, Hagun. Say the name of loved ones once, everyone picks the name once. For those on social media, if you have a loved one that you want to pray for, type their name into the chat. All right? Otherwise, those in the room may begin. Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, the angels, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, the students, the sisters, the children, all of Israel, Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, ISUPK Minnesota, all those dead in Israel, may they rise again in the kingdom. Okay. The what? Jakita, Justine. All right. All those watching online. Bashanel Shah, the water of money. And in English, what we just said was, Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless us in Yasha'Allah and the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect loved ones. In the name of Yahweh Shai, our King. Thank you, so be it. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Adam Yalakah, Dakarash, Wa'or, Dashakwat, Kayahana, Awabika, Yahama Yawan, Ra'ash, Amaka, Yarayamba, Sawada, Ayataya Tazawa, Altazapawanyaka, Amara, Lakawa, Unakakidam, Magoya, Wala'a, Yasakar, Sham Yasha'al, Agada, Kaya, Naiwa Tazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Auyaka, Bariak, Yakarakwa, Ahoya, Adawam, Wayashama Aliyam, Moab, Guardian, Kabor, Wanawan, Wamalak, Halashat, Anya Shabia, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Sarwa, Nabanya Labat, Salah, Ashalaham, Kamati, Kasayasa Ra'a, Kayabian, Wanako, Toyashman, Nashamatwa, Bayanda Ara, Hayawa, Daman, La Adama, Shethamwa, Nagaya Mawa Kaira, Ukazazor Manai, Harness Kamwa, Ashar, Amara, Narisha, Lanawa, Naawa, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shethamwa, Kagogala, Kakwash, Lapanya Rawaka, Kaash, Labaria Ira, Wa Kalaba, Dalahat, Haria, Kantar Dakma, Basaraka, Basawa Patka, Dalaham, Mala'a, Hanyaham, Kualawan, Wayab Kwashua, Shaka, Yahweh, Yabashua, Wayab, Baho, Ayai, Wayab Kapara, Wayab Abatwa, Wayab Na'aywa, Kaya Ata, Shaka, Yahweh, Labatka, Al Yuan, Al Kaharakaza. Psalms 83 in English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off for being a nation, that the name of Yasha'Allah may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the habits of Tyre, and Shur also joined with them. They have opened the children of Lot, Salah, doing to them as to the Midianites, as to Sisera, and as to Jabin, at the brook of Kisan, which cares at Endor. They became as dung for the earth, making noise like Orib and like Zeb. Yea, all oppressed as Zabah and as Zamunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the house of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burns the wood, and as the flames set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame that they may seek thy name, O Lord. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. Right? IHK power structures. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, listen to us now, right now, to the evils of curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, like prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school, to the evils of curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. Force the riches to enter thy sanctuary, to the evils of curses and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nation, and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Paskamatazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, works of witchcraft, that's a space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airways, the cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way. But try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let us all the plagues cause to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael, and Gabriel come down to flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it's the angels who have done this. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you always. So be it. All right. Sorry, we used to turn. All right. So like, let me do one more thing real quick. Oh, if I could, say Salakia, the Kelly family and the Wiley family, the Dickens family and the Coates family. Salakia, let me just go back real quick for you. Salakia, Bashimi Awashai, the Wada Aman. So I just want to make sure I get that in there real quick. Give me 1 second here. Okay, no, so most sign cuts. All right, there we go. It's like I'm getting a little better. Y'all bear with me, all right? With that being said, that's a Sabbath service. All right, shalom, Israel. All right. Ayana Bar says no sweat. All right, y'all check this out. Shalom.
The Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under commanding General Yohana, presents the Lord's 55th annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 55th annual Passover is rapidly approaching. Commanding General Yohana is calling for all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to remember what the Lord did for us by saving us from our oppressors and choosing us to be a special people unto him, the real Jews and Israelites. Passover will be held in Durham, North Carolina. Pay your Passover fee. Anyone 17 years of age or older must pay $200. Come and enjoy fresh lamb, unleavened bread, and the Spirit of Christ. Can't wait to see you all there, Israel. Shalom.
Cabins on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't give a